Hey guys, Quinton TV here, and welcome to a brand new video where today we are here with the video I was talking about in the last video if you guys actually watched it. And yeah, today we're going to be talking about something that's going to be a negative video. I'm sorry, but there is a lot to say. I don't like being negative when it comes to Call of Duty, but in this sense, I kind of have to. Like, we're going to be talking about the Call of Duty Vanguard beta, which literally just finished as I'm recording this, so I thought I'd just give my own opinions. It's not going to be a wholly negative video, because believe it or not, there are things I do really like about this game, but there also are things I'm not that massive a fan of, so we're gonna, be talking about those today. I did one when Black Ops Cold War beta was out, and I thought, may as well make a video on that. And what I'm going to be doing this time is just, talking over some Vanguard gameplay, which you're seeing in the background. And yeah, we're just going to get straight into this because there's a lot to say, to be honest with you. So I've made like a list on WordPad, which is like the dodgy free version of Word. So we're just going to jump straight into this. So as always with these kind of videos, we are going to start with the positives, and I don't know why, but my voice sounds absolutely fucked. I think that's the e-liquid that's done that to me, because at the moment I haven't got salts, and it's the most horrible fucking experience I have ever had, but by tomorrow I should have some better e-liquid because it's getting delivered, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, so obviously we are going to start with the positives, because in every single video I have ever done of this kind of like caliber, I guess you could say, I always start with the positives. So the first positive is that the weapons are fun to use. So some examples are like the Thompson, the MP40, the Bar, the Mosin Nagant. Obviously that gun's going to be on there. The STG and the Car, I think they're all really good weapons, and they're really fun to use, especially like the Car, the STG and the Thompson. Like, I think they're my standout weapons, I guess, I've got from the beta. There's probably going to be a rebalance, to be honest. But until then, they were the weapons I've had the most fun with. The gunplay, I would say, is pretty damn good in this game. Like, we've had some people like crying out about the STG being overpowered, which I can sort of see. But other than that, a lot of the weapons are pretty well balanced in this game, and I have to commend them for that. And then the next thing that is in the positives are the streaks. So, like, the kill streaks as they are in this game. And they're not OP, but they're not, completely underpowered in this game. So I think there's, like, a nice balance. Some of them are pretty useless. I don't know why Intel, which is basically, like, the personal recon drone from Modern Warfare, I don't know why that's still in the game. It's just a retarded idea, to be honest. I think, obviously, the UAV has always cost too much. I think it should be 3 points to get the UAV. But, that's just kind of nitpicking, but other than that, I think the streaks are pretty damn good. Like, Dogs is pretty good. I've not had a chance to play around with the Flaming Knot yet. The War Machine is extremely fun, and so is the Death Machine. I think the Death Machine could have a bit of a buff, because honestly, some of the rounds are just, like, pathetic. I feel like I'm shooting marshmallows. But other than that, I think it's a really fun weapon to run, kill streak to run. So the next thing is Red Square is very fun, and map design is pretty damn decent. There's no particularly terrible maps in this game. Gavutu, I said that on stream last night as well. Gavutu and Eagle's Nest are kind of like close seconds, but Red Square, oh my god, that map is so fun, especially when you get a sniper on it. You can see people all the way at the back of the map, and it just turns into a sniper wall with all these little routes in between where people are running in and out with SMGs and stuff. So it's a really fucking good, map to play on. It is a bigger map, and I know those aren't really as, liked in COD, but I really like this map. Maybe in a few months, all of my opinions on this game will change, and I'll fucking despise it. But right now, I'll be honest with you, I am enjoying the game. There's a lot of issues, a fuck ton of issues that I've, encountered with the game, but I was having fun with it, I'll be honest. I streamed it a lot. You guys are probably aware of that if you follow me on Twitch, but I did stream it a lot. I did play the game just outside of streams quite a bit. I got to max rank, which was always really fun. So yeah, I'm happy I've done all my stuff for the beta, just need to wait for the full game to come out in like just over 2 months, just under 2 months I should say. And yeah, but all the maps, particularly good design, I will say. There's no like absolute stinker. Even Hotel Royale, Hotel Royal, which is probably my least favourite map in the game. Even that's not a bad map. It's not like I back out every time it comes up in the rotation. Like it's not a bad map. It's just not as good as Gavutu, Eagle's Nest, or even Red Square. So honestly, I think if anything is going to be changed, I think Hotel Royal needs to be changed, because I think that map is kind of like a letdown compared to the other ones, because it's not awful by any stretch of the imagination. It's just like, it's not as good as the others. Now, the next thing I really want to talk about is Destroyable Cover. Now, Destroyable Cover, I actually really liked in this game, and that sounds like a controversial opinion, but I actually really did enjoy it. I think it adds variety to the game, like, you know, how maps can change. And obviously, kind of like the Sledgehammer have been experimenting with destroyable like parts of the map as well. Like if you look on Hotel Royal, like you can destroy the pillars, like take all the wallpaper off and that, destroy doors, which is going to be very thankful because everyone's just going to be blowing up the doors that they hate. So yeah, we're going to see how this plays out. Destroyable Cover for now, I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a nice fresh addition to COD. However, in a few months I may change my mind about that. I might just start getting killed behind Destroyable Cover. But yeah, so far it's a very good addition. And Weaponsmith system is as good as ever. Now, that's the final thing I have to say in the good. There's not too much to say about the Weaponsmith system, other than the fact it's a Weaponsmith system. We've had it in Black Ops Cold War, and we've had it in Modern Warfare the year before that. And yeah, it's just as good as ever. That's all I can really say. There's lots of variation. Make the weapons like completely different. I think some of the attachments are a bit ridiculous. Like why is there so many red dot sights? But they didn't have those in World War II. But hey ho. But yeah, other than that, there's not too much to say about it, to be honest with you, because honestly, it's Weaponsmith. We've had it for the last 2 years, and I think we're gonna have it for a very long time until someone comes up with something a bit better. But anyway, we are going to move on to the negatives. There's a lot more negatives than there is positives. I believe there was 5 positives, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 negatives. So this is going to be a bit of a longer video, because I'm going to try and explain some of these a lot better. Also, actually, I just thought of an extra good one off the top of my head, and that is combat pacing. I mentioned this in my sniping video. I am going to just quickly go into this now. I know it's not exactly in the best order, or like in terms of organization or anything like that, but we are just going to go into this because I just thought of it, and I think it needs to be mentioned, because honestly, I think this is a really good system. Now, combat pacing basically allows you to change the amount of players in your game. So tactical, as the smallest one, is the standard 6v6. I think the next one up is 10v10. And then on Red Square, you can get 24 versus 24, which is absolutely mental. It means that I've not had really a game outside of tactical that's gone to the time limit, and a lot of the issues in Modern Warfare, like campers and people sitting in corners, they're a lot less because there's so many people running about taking them out. It's a lot less of an issue. However, my opinion may change on that, because obviously that part is going to be in the negatives as well. But hopefully combat pacing will be good for Vanguard, and I'm hopefully looking forward to seeing what they do with it with the future maps coming out, and also, you know, like the just the maps that we haven't seen yet. So yep, we are going to move on now. That is literally all I can think of now for the positives. So we are going to move on to the negatives. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. So, now here we are with the negatives, and it's starting to really annoy me, my voice, but we are going to have to power through. The negatives, there's a lot to say here. So, one thing I am going to quickly show you, I don't know what the fuck that accent was, I became Welsh for a minute there, what the fuck? What? That honestly makes no sense. I'm very confused by that action. Yeah, I am gonna show you guys a quick screenshot that someone on Twitter, that I found on Twitter, and it's one of the issues that I've seen with the Vanguard beta. Now, this is probably not going to be an issue with the full game, but I am going to be talking in this video about, like, you know, the negatives of the beta rather than the game as a whole. So this list is a mix of the game as a whole and also some of the issues we've seen during the beta. So I'm going to show you guys this screenshot right now, and it is a sight to behold, isn't it? Now, this is a glitch that I have seen myself a good few times, mainly on Hotel Royale. I keep wanting to say Hotel Royale. It's not Hotel Royale, it's Hotel Royal. Right, this is an issue I've seen on Hotel Royal a good few times, like especially when you step into certain areas, and also on Eagle's Nest as well. I've seen it where you step into like that little annex that takes you outside. Yeah, when you stand in there, this fucking thing goes off. It's like you're having a fucking epileptic fit or some gay shit like that. Honestly, don't know how this got through to the beta and wasn't fixed over the course of the weekend. Like, it's almost as if Sledgehammer Games were having a laugh to themselves. Like, haha, yeah, let's give half our audience a seizure by turning on fucking strobe lighting halfway through the fucking match. But, you know, it is a minor issue. Unless you've got fucking epilepsy, then, you know, it might be a major issue for you. It is a relatively minor issue that can probably be fixed in time for launch, so I'm not going to hold too much to it. There's a lot of other glitches. I've fallen through the map about 5 times throughout playing the beta. I believed it happened outside of a stream. I believe one's happened inside of a stream. I think most of them were outside of the of streams and that, but when I was just playing on stream, I think it was my first ever stream. You guys can maybe go look, back and look for it. First ever Vanguard stream, I just fell through the fucking map. Like, seriously. I was like, what the fuck? As I just fell into the fucking abyss. It was on Hotel Royal as well. Jesus, all the glitches seem to be happening on Hotel Royal. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that when a glide bomb or anything like that, you don't get an announcement when it's coming in, and I think that's kind of a bad thing, because honestly the amount of times I've just been blown up and not expected a glide bomb to come in because I'm fucking deaf apparently. But yeah, it's just honestly, they call in spy planes, they call in fucking what's it called, that stupid fucking personal recon thing. It's called intel in this game. Anything else, dogs, they'll call it in. But not a glide bomb, or even mortars, I don't think. But I didn't see anyone really using mortars, so that's not too much of an issue. But yeah, honestly, they just need to add in an announcement, and that'll fix most of the issues. And also, the next thing is that blind fire is completely pointless. Like, I have 1 or 2 kills, I think, where I got with blind fire. Like, it looks cool, I'll give them that, and it's quite an interesting concept, but it's completely fucking pointless. Like, no one uses it. I've not been killed once by it. I've got a few kills by using blind fire, but I've never seen anyone else use it because it's just fucking pointless. Like, there's no point of using it. You're not going to get kills. You can't see over, so you're not going to just start shooting randomly at fucking walls. You're not going to do that. You want to know if someone's there, don't you? But yeah, it's not really that big of an issue. Honestly, don't care that it's in the game. It is pointless. I have a feeling people will try and get some cool clips with it, though. And hopefully there'll be some sniper clips going in there for the Fate Clan and everything. But yeah, blind fire is completely pointless. Don't know why it's in the game. I'm not saying you should remove it. Honestly, it is quite fun. Just looking at the animations, it's just kind of pointless. But mounting and time to kill encourages camping. Now, I've seen people say, oh, it's got a pretty decent time to kill. But I completely disagree. It has a decent time to kill when I'm killing someone, but when they're killing me, it's like Modern Warfare 2019, and it's almost instant. Like, honestly, I don't know why it's so quick. It's a World War II game. I want to be talking about gun skill and not who can melt the fastest, basically. And mounting also slows down the game time. Honestly, when the camo challenges and stuff start to come out, I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot tied to mounting and like blind fire and stuff. So that's going to really slow down the game, and it's going to be an absolute annoyance for people like you and I who are just trying to play the game, rush around, get kills, do all that fun stuff. It's going to be an absolute nightmare. So, honestly, mounting and stuff like that, I think mounting going forward after Vanguard needs to just be completely removed from COD. Like, we need to just get rid of mounting. Ghost tried leaning, it just doesn't work. Honestly, it was boring. Everyone turned it off in Ghosts. But it just encourages camping, and camping's the most annoying thing in COD, because you walk into a room, boom, you get killed by a shotgun. You walk into this open plain, there's a guy up on a pedestal like on Gavutu, just sniping you. It's just not fun. Like, I don't know, it is fun when you finally kill that camper, but then they just go back to the same spot. It's just ridiculous, really. But yeah, the next thing I want to talk about is no level up / unlock sound. So if you remember in World at War, when you leveled up, you got that like, huh, kind of sound effect. That was embarrassing, but you got that kind of sound effect. In World War II, you got the Grand Ping. You got the classic Modern Warfare kind of level up noise. You guys know exactly which one I'm on about. And I think even Black Ops has one, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Vanguard, for some reason, doesn't have a level up sound effect, and that doesn't make any sense. Honestly, they could literally just use the World War II one, and no one would fucking care. Like, I know one of my later complaints in this list is about reusing assets, but everyone likes the Grand Ping, so it kind of makes sense. Or even just like a really stereotypical, like the World at War one, like of the soldiers getting ready, or something like that. I think that could be really cool. It just needs an addition. It takes like 2 seconds. You could literally go on the fucking internet and throw in a sound effect, or even use your own in-game sound effects. It makes no difference, but having no sound effect, honestly, that's just an issue to me. Now, the next one is probably my biggest complaint, other than like gameplay stuff. And the fact there are no factions in multiplayer. You've literally just got my team and enemy team. What is going on there? And it doesn't make any sense whatsoever that the same operators are being used for, every side. So it looks like it's just a bunch of kids playing a fucking Nerf war in the garden. Like, literally, all you need is to add in allies and Axis, like World War II. Like, that is as most as you have to go. Like, and have, like, operators specific to each side, like Black Ops Cold War did. I get the idea that some people don't want to play as a Nazi in a game, but who gives a fuck, really? Like, let's be honest, playing as a Nazi in a World War II game, if you're not okay with Nazis in a World War II game, you're playing the wrong kind of game. I'll be honest with you. Like, if you're like, oh, I don't want to be playing as the Nazis in this World War II game, I don't want to see swastikas in this World War II game, then you're playing the wrong game. Let's be honest here. But the fact that they don't have, like, allied operators and then Axis operators, it makes no sense. Hopefully when the game fully comes out, they'll fix this issue. It is probably just some PC bullshit at the end of the day, where they don't want to call people the Axis side because it might upset them, when it literally has made no difference. Like, look at World at War. They had literally Germans versus Soviets, Americans versus Japanese. Like, they had actual specific sides, like Battlefield does. And like Battlefield 1, I'm going to use that as an example because I don't even want to brush Battlefield 5 with a 10-foot pole. But like, you literally have the German side and the British Empire. You have the French versus the Germans, all that stuff, the Russians. You have actual nation-specific sides, like World at War. Like, even World War II with their Allies versus Axis thing, that's fine. Like, it doesn't really make much sense why there's a Soviet sniper in Gavutu, which is I'm assuming that's a Japanese, like, hold territory. So why is there a Soviet sniper there when the Soviets only declared war on Japan in August 1945? It makes no sense. So that is like my main issue. Obviously, I study history at university, and I've studied history since high school. this is probably why it's rubbing me the wrong way, because I think like it's being a really dumbed down version of World War II. Like when I want to play a World War II game, I want the full experience. I want to know what's going on. I want to see the history in this game. Like, if they start doing this shit for campaign, honestly, I'm just not going to play it. I'm going to start my Let's Play when the game comes out, and honestly, if they haven't got, like, you know, side-specific stuff, I'm just not playing it. Like, honestly, it makes no sense. I don't want this dumbed-down version of World War II. I want this, you know, like, actually accurate version of World War II to actually play around in. And that's what I like. I know a lot of people probably don't care as much, but I think if you're going to do something, do it fucking properly. That's how I see it. But we are going to move on from that. I honestly could talk about this for hours, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to... I might make a full video talking about, like, historical accuracy in video games at some point. I'm not too sure, but we are going to move on from that. Now, I'm going to talk about a complaint that I've seen quite a bit around the internet, and that is the fact it is a reskin of Modern Warfare and World War II. So a lot of the sound effects are ripped straight from World War II, we've established that. But a lot of the features are just ripped straight from Modern Warfare, like the servers. I'm going to talk about that in a bit. But I made a joke about that on the stream last night, that they chose to use them because it's historically accurate for World War II because the servers are shit. But yeah, honestly, I'm going to show you guys a clip real quick of something I saw while trying to do, like, you know, the takedown moves in Vanguard, which they're in the game. I don't know why. They can't be asked putting fucking factions in multiplayer, but they've got the takedown moves. You know, those are important. But this is the takedown moves you're seeing on screen here. And as you can see, that pistol looks slightly familiar. I don't know where from, though. It's almost as if it is literally from Modern Warfare. That is a modern pistol in a World War II game. Honestly, that's embarrassing. Like, I don't even know how the hell they've done that. Like, you can tell it's been made off of, like, Modern Warfare. That's literally all you can tell. They've literally used the same stuff to make this game, and it's ridiculous, to be honest with you. Like, honestly, I thought Black Ops Cold War had a much better, like, networking and stuff like that to do with the engine. I do prefer Modern Warfare's engine for, like, the campaign and multiplayer gameplay, but for servers, I think they should have gone purely with Black Ops Cold War, just because it makes it less shit, to be honest with you. And that takes us nicely onto our next issue, which is the servers, which were in Modern Warfare. Like, if you don't know, I can hardly play Modern Warfare. Even on my new internet, I can hardly play it because it is just shocking, like, the network stuff. Like, and that kind of carried over to the beta as well. Like, my network, I'm on this speed right here. I'll put it on screen for you guys right now. And yet, I still can't play Modern Warfare or Vanguard without it lagging every 2 seconds. I'm absolutely appalled by it. Like, why is that a thing? It makes no fucking sense. Why is the servers so bad for Modern Warfare and World War II? Not World War II. World War II Vanguard. Just Vanguard, Jesus. But I don't understand why the servers are so bad. Like, honestly, it's nothing to do with my fucking internet, I'll be honest with you. I know this because I played Black Ops Cold War on stream the other day. Zero lag at all. With the stream, with the game, absolutely nothing. But when I play Modern Warfare, the game decides to jump out of a fucking window. I don't know why. It's just completely fucked. Honestly, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, you need to fix your fucking servers. It's just not on, really. It's just not on. And yeah, we're going to move on to the next issue, which is the sound. So when I started up the beta for the first time on Friday, I want to say last Friday, was it? But when I first started the beta up, I couldn't hear shit. The game was so quiet. I'm not sure if they fixed this over the course of the beta or we all just got fucking used to it. But honestly, the sound is just fucked in this game. It's extremely quiet. You can't hear footsteps at all because everything else is so quiet. If you had it on a normal volumes, yeah, footsteps will still be hard to hear. But then you could actually, like, notice them if you're nearby, not like halfway across, like, the map. But I do agree with the fact that footsteps should be more quieter by default. But then everything else is quiet by default, like doors opening, people like coming in, shooting near you. I've been shooting behind people and they've just not noticed me with an unsuppressed weapon. That's how bad it is, this sound in this game. Like, people just can't hear shit. I feel sorry for the people who are playing with speakers as well. I was playing with a headset the entire time, on full volume, might I add, and I still couldn't hear shit. So, yeah, that honestly needs a fix. Sledgehammer, if you happen to catch this video, just take note of all the negatives, take note of the positives as well. I think you've done a really good job with those, and those are like some of the more main things. I feel like the negatives are much more minor issues. Obviously, for me, no factions in multiplayer is absolutely infuriating, but we are going to move on now. The Modern Warfare minimap is back. I don't like the Modern Warfare minimap. I really don't. It's just stupid how people can be shooting and, you know, you can't even see them on the minimap. If you shoot an unsuppressed weapon, you should show up on the minimap. That's how it works. The minimap's just retarded in this game. I don't know why people think this is a good idea. And do you know what's even better than this? They have the audacity to put a perk in to make the minimap fucking normal. So now they're just taking away features from us and giving us perks to take it back. That makes no sense. What are they going to take away now? Yeah, we've taken away all your HUD, every visual from the screen. If you want that back, just put on a perk, you know, called having a decent game. That's the perk. And then you can run and actually see the game. But yeah, it's just, honestly, it's ridiculous, like, how this even passes for COD nowadays. They're saying, oh, we're giving you more content than ever before, when half of it's just perks being shoveled back to us of features we had in all the COD games. It makes no sense. But the next thing I want to talk about is kill streaks. Now, I think kill streaks should be changed to score streaks. Or, this is the alternative, rebalance to allow multiple sets in one life. This is kind of like a compromise sort of thing if they want to keep kill streaks like they did in Modern Warfare. You can get multiple sets in one life. I think that's what they should allow, because obviously, say you got your Flaming Knot, which is a 9 kill streak, you cannot go and then get your radar back, which is a 3 kill streak. So once you've only got 3 kill streaks per life, per se. And I think that's stupid. I think once you've got your Flaming Knot, it should go back to like it was a 1, but obviously still kind of like keep your current streak. So when you kill someone, it'll come up saying like 10th kill, but then you'll be 1 closer to getting your radar again. I think that's how it should work. But personally, I'd rather things be changed to score streaks, because linking back to the time to kill and all that sort of stuff, when you have kill streaks, people tend to camp more because they only care about getting kills. Like in Kill Confirmed, there's absolutely no point of going and getting the dog tags because you're not getting anything out of it other than helping the team win. And a lot of people just care about the kills, you know. And I think if they added in score streaks again, people would start adding, trying to get these, you know, like points, because then those points then go towards your kill streaks, basically. And I think that's a much better system, to be honest with you. And the final thing, I've decided to cut 2 of these out, by the way, because I thought I could like integrate them into other points. But the final thing is the operators are infuriating. Like, genuinely, the amount of times I have heard, I'm pinned down. I mentioned this in yesterday's video, but the amount of times I've heard that, honestly, it's worked its way into my nightmares. I can't sleep at night without hearing in the back of my head, I'm pinned down. It's just, honestly, why? Why are they so infuriating? Why are they so vocal? I just want my operator to shut up so I can feel like I'm there, you know. Like, that's kind of the point of a video game. You want to feel immersed, don't you? But without them here shouting, I'm pinned down, or my war machine's nearly out. No, it's not. It's on 4 rounds. Why are you telling me it's nearly out? By the way, the war machine has 6. It's not even halfway done and they're telling you it's nearly out. I can read. You don't need to tell me this shit. I can read. I feel like games are starting to treat us like we're fucking morons. I don't know why, but they just treat us like we're absolute fucking idiots. Like, my war machine's nearly out of ammo. Even though I can literally look on the screen, it's literally right in the corner. I can see it, Why are you telling me this? I can read. I can tell when it's nearly out of ammo, and I wouldn't mind, but when you're telling me it's nearly out of ammo, it's got half the fucking rounds left in the gun. Why are you telling me this? And every 5 seconds you're trying to be stealthy, you're throwing in a new mag. I'm reloading! They all turn around and just murder you. It makes no sense. Why do they speak so much? It just makes no sense, and that's one issue. I think Halo had the same issue, but at least Halo had them being absolutely hilarious when they spoke, and they didn't even speak as much as this, and I heard people complaining about it. This is beyond the joke. Seriously, they talk so much and tell you the most obvious shit, like enemy right in front of you when he's literally just killed you. I can fucking see. I'm not retarded. I don't know why gamers think we're retarded now. But anyway, that is it for my beta thoughts. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. It was a really long video. I am aware of that and I apologise for that. But honestly, I really enjoy making these kind of videos. Once I get into them, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to start talking about fucking operators that piss me off. But hey ho, that's it. But if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Make sure you turn on post notifications so you never miss a single video. Or alternatively, you can join the Discord server as a link down below. But anyway, this is Quinton TV, and I'll see you all in the next one. Guys, I'm pinned down.